So my dog wants to do the intro. She wants to talk. And right now, she's talking. What do you want? You tell them. What do you want?
Okay.
So anyway, this is the video about how to batch sew. She's funny. She likes to talk. So this is how you This is how to batch sew lavender and rice ice packs. I'm never gonna get through it because she's gonna keep talking. So I hope you enjoy the video. This is batch sewing lavender rice ice packs. Enjoy. So as you can see, I have my charm packs here. I find that when I'm doing something small like a lavender sachet, I actually tend to use pre-cut fabrics whenever I can. I know it's a little more expensive, but it's worth my while. So I'm actually going to start here, and I'm going to go all the way around, and I'm going to leave myself about 1.5 inches for filling the sachet. So at this point I realized that I had actually attached the tripod to the desk that the serger is on. So the serger actually caused a little earthquake to the camera. So my apologies, but we're going to zoom right through that anyway. So batch sewing can happen on a regular sewing machine or on a serger. I'll show you both for this step. We're still going to start my stitches here, and then I'm going to pivot at each corner until here, and I'm going to leave that 1.5 inches open on the side for putting the lavender in the bag. So it's just going to go like this, and I'm just going to use about 1/4 inch as my seam allowance. So there it is, sewn all the way around, starting here, goes all the way around back to here. You have to remember that you've got your reverse stitch at the beginning and a reverse stitch at the end to lock it in, and then you put that aside, and then you start your next one. So when we're doing this, it's very important to always remember we have our good side of our fabric and our good side of our fabric, and they touch each other. The reason why good sides are always on the inside is so that when we start to sew, everything's on the inside and all of the seams are on the outside. But then when we flip what we're doing, the project, when we flip it, then all of these seams are actually going to be on the inside of the bag. And you keep going until you have 10 done. And currently, this is how many I've done on my serger. And so serger is all of these, and these ones are with the machine. I use the serger because I find that it goes faster, and all of these lovely seams, threads can be cut off later. I've flipped all of them from inside out to right side, and we have a spot on all of these that has an opening. It's important to note that the opening isn't very big, and it's important because we are actually just going to use that to pour in our lavender and rice, but I need to actually iron these so that they have a nice crisp look. So what I've actually done is I've lined them up here on my ironing board. So I'm actually going to batch iron these as well. So I actually have to put my fingers in either side of that, and then I'm going to press it down with my finger. I'm going to give it a little bit of a finger press like so, and then I'm going to add it to ready to be ironed. So what I do is I actually line them up side by side so that every single one of them kind of gets a little bit of a double press. And the reason why I do that is because I can then be stacking these ones and putting them in my done pile at the same time that I am ironing. have about 10 minutes, but sometimes all it takes is 10 minutes to get a bunch of stuff done. So I'm actually going to start with these sewing the top stitches. Even though I'm not completely done with the actual sachet and I haven't filled it with the lavender yet, it's often easier to do something like a top stitch in advance for all of the sides except for the final side. So I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to do 3 sides of the square and I'm going to pre-top stitch it before I fill it. I'll use this one as an example. My opening is here. It has been ironed, so it is ready to close, but I'm not ready to fill it yet because I want to get the top stitch done. So I'm going to start here and I'm going to top stitch all the way along all 3 of those edges. Now, because I'm batch sewing these 100 of them, we're going to actually do all of 3 sides for all 100 of these. Here we go. When I get to this side, I lift my foot, I pivot, I put my foot back down. This is our helper and her name is Masha. Hey Masha, say hi. I like to sit while Mommy's sewing. She's old. She's about 9 years old and she likes to be where I am. And when I'm working all day, this is where we come at night and she just hangs out with me. So next step is to actually fill these bags. So I have my daughter Livia here.
Hi.
And she actually is going to be the filler, and she takes 1/8 of a cup of lavender and 3/8 of a cups of rice, and then she puts them into a box so they don't fall over, and then I take them and I sew them. Are these tiny pandas? So as I finish sewing each of them, I throw them in to the bag like this. Once the bag is full, then I take them out like this and I trim off all of the threads. Thanks for watching this video about how to batch sew lavender and rice ice packs. These ones could be used in a microwave if you did 100% cotton fabric and 100% cotton thread. However, I use polyester, so these are only good for as ice packs. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please press like and subscribe below, and the bell will tell you when I upload videos every Sunday. Have a good one. See ya.